Hello, hello, and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So we've seen a nice spike, nothing unexpected. It basically worked out perfectly. We came back into the support area as indicated in the previous video. Yeah, the white support area was relevant and it worked out perfectly. So we reversed here. I would have liked it to go down just a tiny bit lower to 1179. Then my second buyer order would have filled as well. I only had one filled in this area. I planned for 3. Now the third one often doesn't get filled, but at least 2 would have been nice. Anyway, we saw that nice spike and took already some profits just because I have still 2 long positions open from this area actually. Yeah, so it's all about strategy here. And I mentioned that for the channel members as well, because we discussed this trade just on the in Telegram and Discord as it happened. Basically came back to the screen, saw that green candle, had to make a decision. Do I sell? Do I not sell? I just sold that position that I entered down here. It's, you know, it's a nice intraday trade. I mean, 3.5% profit within a day. It's not too bad. I mean, one trade isn't designed here to make you rich. It's all about being profitable on a consistent basis. I probably wouldn't have sold had I not had still these 2 long positions open from this area. But because I still have that, where I basically already took partial profits somewhere up here, I can't remember where exactly, but I took partial profits up there, then basically bought back in, yeah, but I still have these open. So that's why I closed this position when I saw that spike, because it could have just been a fake out. At the moment, it seems like that is holding that support, yeah. We dive into that in a minute, but I always encourage you to think strategically. I mean, if I really had only one ETH position here, I probably wouldn't have sold, but because I have several, you know, play around with these positions. I've got a core position, I've got smaller floating positions, so at least I try to build that these days, that I've got a bit more time. So it's getting more interesting. And what's my plan? So obviously I'm buying back in here, yeah. We're in a bear market, so it's all about making here and there frequent trades and maybe, you know, getting a bit more money out of there in this intraday volatility instead of just buying and holding, isn't it? So my idea is just risk management, and taking profits as we go, because this is most likely not the pump to the moon, so we will come back down lower, most likely, right? And if not, which won't happen because we'll come down lower, but if it just goes to the moon from here, I mean, there will be other entry opportunities along the way, right? But the idea is when such a spike happens, which to be honest is to a degree luck. I mean, my assumption was it's going to reverse in this area, that it is going to be so strong, is something that sometimes happens, sometimes not, right? And because it happened, it would have been shame not to at least realize some profits. Okay, could have just moved up the stop loss. Yes, could have, but took profits. So, but how is it going to continue? So, from this low, which obviously in my opinion was a wave B low, it could have been a wave 2 low as well. But you know, we talked about that in previous videos, so it's the same thing. If we now assume that we've got a solid wave B bottom here, then we would assume we're now in this wave C to the upside, in which we talked about in the previous video or videos. So if we're now in this wave C to the upside, we're looking for 5 waves indicated here in blue. So a wave 1 up, a wave 2 down, 3 up, 4 down, 5 up. First target would be 1270. Okay, so I intend to take some more partial profits of these positions that I entered here if we get to 1270. What else? Oh yeah, and this is obviously going to go in 5 waves. So what do we have here? This is probably only the first wave. If you're wondering why I'm on the 5-minute chart, because we're looking here at the micro counts. I just really want to give you a short-term update here. My idea is that this here was a wave 1, just leading diagonal, a wave 2 down. This here could have been a wave 3, but we only have 3 waves, so there is still significant risk that this is going to break down. That's also one reason why I took profits. It could now be in a wave 4. This wave 4 is coming back quite strongly, but it's fine because it was quite a pump, so you expect some profit taking. And then it looks like because we have only 3 waves, we should get one more wave up. Only then we can have trust in this move, okay? If we don't have... That's why, you know, sometimes we talk about, especially in the channel membership, we talk about trading strategy. And I have mentioned before that taking profits in a wave 3 is not a bad idea, because sometimes you only get 3 waves. And then the wave 5 is often anyway not the longest one, And then even if you take profits a bit too early, you know, what's the problem? At least you take profits and you can buy back in this wave 2, for example. So I think we should get one more wave up. It would be great. Even though if I already took profits, but it would be great to confirm this move in a wave C to the upside. That would give me confidence to possibly scale up again in this wave 2. So let's say we move up a bit higher. I don't think we move much higher than this wave 3, but because the wave 1 was very short. So one target though, or one way of calculating the time, if we say, okay, we are now, let me take those fips out. If we say we are now in this small, tiny wave 4 here, and another wave 5 would be, let's say, desirable, how far down should we come? So we should actually not drop below, yeah, we shouldn't drop below 12.14. If we drop below 12.14, this move up could be over already. Yeah, I mean, in the worst case, I think I would allow it to go down to 12.10, but if it goes below that level, I will already lose trust in it straight away. Okay, because a wave 4 should not drop below the 50% level. But if we go higher and make one more high, what would be an ideal target? Well, the best way to calculate this in this case would be to take the 61.8% extension of the wave 3, would only take us to around 12.41. So let's see, it could also go higher, of course, but that will sort of be an ideal target. And if it goes to that level after that, we would expect a wave 2 retracement. So let's just assume it goes maybe all the way up. Let's say maybe it goes to 12.45. Then this move down could go into the region between 11.97 and 12.14, ideally, yeah, in a wave 2. And I might scale back in there, because what would I have earned? I would have earned the confidence that indeed we are already in the wave C, because this would then be a 5-wave move, basically an impulse, the first wave of the C wave. Coming down in 2, moving up in 3, that might then even, due to the length of the wave 1, it might even push above 12.70. Now what could also happen, yeah, what could also happen, and that is something I find quite unlikely, but consider this, that this is not the first wave of the C wave. This is the C wave. So be prepared for that. So if this is the C wave and we get a long wave 5, then we could get to 12.70. It's, I think, unlikely, but it's a possibility. And then we're already there. And then we have 3 waves up, A, B, C, and we could break down. But that's the larger scenario. I don't want to talk about the larger scale scenario. I just really wanted to give you a quick update, already 8 minutes. So I'm going to finish this. Yeah, you know, if you consider maybe, if you consider that 12.70 is the first target, this would not be too unrealistic, given that in this wave 3 we already moved up to 12.35 basically. So we'll see. It would now be ideal for a 5-wave scenario to push higher here. Then we have at least 5 waves, and we need to see if the support is holding. So I'll keep you updated about that. If you want to be updated on days like these about the shorter time frame moves, honestly consider to join as a gold member. You get signals updates, short-term market updates. I keep the members updated as much as I can, because I can't always do a video. So yeah, but hopefully that trade worked out for many. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.